everyone, my name is Liz. Today is December 28th, 2023. This will be the last video I post in 2023. I'm a maker. I like to crochet, knit, spin, felt, sew, quilt, draw, and anything else I like to dabble in. I'm not afraid to jump in there and try to make whatever it is. If I have the equipment for it, I will. I need a jigsaw and a big old sheet of plywood. I'm in there doing it. I encourage you to try things too. It's the only way you're going to know whether you like it or it's your jam. All right. Let's get into the finished objects. I'll apologize now for looking down a lot. I have notes because I was up till at least 2 a.m. last night. Don't know when I actually went to sleep. Got up early just like normal to get everyone rolling. And I got called into work. So right after this video, I have to get ready to go to work. It's going to be a long day. But I wanted to squeeze this in. So here's my finished object. It is a baby headband. I'm not going to give you measurements to follow for a baby headband or any other headband. You have to measure the head you are making your headband for. All heads are vastly different. Shapes, sizes. Measure the head you need it for. It's really hard to see because of the lights. I double crocheted back and forth until I had the width and the length that I wanted. Then I went up the side and did a shell stitch to create this scalloped look. I used a headband for a little stretch there. Hair tie. It's a hair tie, not a headband. Here is the flower that I made for it. The flower is separate. Then you crochet this little circle and then you sew it in. And I made this one as well, but not for a headband. I made an extra one because I was enjoying making it, and I can use this on, say, the waistband of a little baby dress or a little motif for something. I've put them on baby blankets before, like a little cluster on a baby blanket before. Okay. The tutorial I followed for the flower is from crochet.Elena Rugel Studio, called 12 Petal Crocheted Spiral Flower. She's also known as Sheru Knitting, SHERU Knitting. If you go to her tutorials and you like them and you go to the list of about her, she has all of her links to all the places that you can find her, which is quite a few. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. The list was rather big. If she were to right now put her patterns out in a book, I'd buy it like that. I actually would prefer to follow written patterns versus tutorials. Then I don't have to keep pausing, reversing, going back. I'd totally rather just read it and follow along, because I have to jump up, move around, go somewhere. I never get to just sit and boom, 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 make my thing. I get disruptions constantly. So if somebody comes in and talks to me during a tutorial, I have to pause it, and when they leave, I have to try to rewind back to where I was listening to them, so I either have to re-listen to some stuff I didn't need. It's kind of a pain. But I recommend her. She does everything from flowers, lace tapes, borders, all kinds of things like that, and she has beautiful work. Here's one example of her lace tape. I do not remember the tutorial's names for this one. I just kind of snatched it off at the last second right here. I made it for my daughter. But this is one of her tutorials. I've used more than these. So I would recommend her. I use number 10 cotton thread, number 7 steel crochet hook. I'm going to give you an example of a steel crochet hook for those who do not crochet and don't know what I'm talking about. Or even if you crochet and you don't even use the little hooks. So here's one of the little hooks. This one's a size 4. This is not my go-to needle. I have it out for knitting when I knit socks. I need to pick up stitches for socks. This is a good size for me for the fingering weight. Excuse me. The special tip. The smaller the number, the larger the hook head and neck here. The larger the number, the smaller the hook head and stuff here. I'm not sure what size is the smallest they make, but I own a size 14 and I can't imagine they make anything quite smaller than that. That is for sewing thread size. It makes very teeny fine stuff. I imagine that is what the people who are doing the micro crochet are using to make their projects. So if you have a hard time saying, probably not for you. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment down in the comment section and I can try to answer them. Also, I finished my BFL spin. My probably BFL, but there's a small percentage of questionability about that. I did it on my double drive Asher wheel, and I have 230 grams of fingering weight. And guys, this is really soft. I just recently felt the most scratchy wool ever. Me and my husband discussed it was akin to the scrubby yarn. I mean, it's not, it's a man-made material, but the scrubby yarn. Sorry about this, guys. Maybe if I sit back a little. The scrubby yarn, super scratchy. And for a reason, you're scrubbing dishes and stuff. This wool was extremely rough and scratchy. I have no idea what I would do with it. And I don't want to keep it in my stash. So if you have any ideas for extremely scratchy, not against the skin wool, let me know. Because otherwise I think I might just donate it to the thrift store. Maybe someone else can figure it out. It was given to me. And if I'm not going to use it, I don't want to keep it here. And so I'm really happy with this. I have no plans for it. I'm going to put it in my hand spun stash. And when I decide on a project for my hand spun, I will just dig through it, and this may or may not pop out in whatever that project is. Real happy with the results. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you, advance warning, I am not the person to learn spinning from. I can show you basics if you're right in front of me and you want me to show you drop spindle and how to do it, but I'm not going to give you all the technical terms, the different spinning. I'd be learning with you. I'm not beginner, but so if I don't say terms correctly to what you think I should be saying, sorry. I know there's people who tell people, you're doing it wrong. In my opinion, the only wrong way to do something is just to not do it at all. Is the only wrong way to do something. I have an end result. I'm enjoying the end result. I enjoyed the process. I had fun. That's all there. For me, that's what the point is. I still need to get better at not sometimes overspinning, thin and thick, so my consistency, because I pause too long. I start to get better, and then I don't spin all summer long because I'm busy outside, and then I pick it up again, and it's like getting the rhythm again. So I need to be more consistent about just doing a little bit all the time, even if it's only for like 10 minutes, and then I get way more proficient. That if you think that I'm not giving you proper names and stuff, I'm probably not. I probably don't know it. You can feel free to tell me that, hey, that's called this kind of spinning, or that's called this or that or whatever. Great. I'd be happy for your information. Or this book would teach you more about it. That's why I like to share what I find. Because if it was helpful to me, it could be helpful to you. Enough about that. Works in progress. I am still working on the cross hatch stitch queen size blanket, crochet blanket. I will show it to you when I finally get all the yarn out of the original one I had started, crocheted into the new one. Meaning I'm down to one blanket, not the one I'm making and the one I'm tearing out. Because I don't want to keep showing this. That's going to be something I'm working on for a very long time. It's huge. All right, moving on from that. All right, the Turkish spindle I bought. I got to try it. I started yesterday, and this is what I've got so far. And I'm pretty sure they call this little turtle. Lots of people had. So I got this much done. Really happy. This has been really fun. I definitely recommend a Turkish spindle to someone. I took the yak silk fiber. I told you I was going to spin that after the BFL. And I divided it into threes. I had 62 grams of the fiber. I divided it into 20 and a half grams each of these bags. All right. I'm not going to show you the one I'm spinning on. It's down here. But I put these so I keep them separate from that. I'm going to make 3 turtles or little balls of each of these grams, 20 grams. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a 3-ply, a 2-ply. I'm going to have to wait until I'm done spinning it and looking at it and decide what I want to try to do after that. Because altogether it was 62 grams, so I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyways, give the Turkish spindle a try. And last week I discussed the things I wanted to start, knowing full well that we are tearing apart our bathroom. The floor, I told you the floor had rotted out from water damage. Husband tore it all up. It is now decked, and it's been the first layers of prepping are done. Today he is going to use the porcelain tiles and get it all tiled in. And once that's dry, so probably tomorrow, he'll do the grouting. After the grouting is dry, probably it's Thursday, probably Saturday, maybe even to Sunday, he will then put the toilet back on and we'll be able to use the bathroom again. So right now we're not able to use the bathroom. Fine, it's worth the end result of getting the floor done. But it has to be done in stages. Things have to dry before you can do the next thing. Which, all that to say, I had very little time to do my stuff. So I told you last week I would be happy if I could start or get things prepped that are on my wanting to start and do list. Started the Turkish spindle. Success. This week I'll be happy with, because my next day off is Monday. This bathroom's going to go into next week because I have to paint it because the walls are all dinged up from doing the flooring and stuff. We have to do baseboard trim and we have to install a bathroom sink. This coming week I will be happy if I can get all my sock yarn out and get Archer to pick the sock yarn he wants me to make socks with. And if I can get those started and on the needles, I will consider it a successful week. Okay, and then things that I've acquired. I didn't purchase them, I acquired them. It's Christmas. I know not all of you follow Christmas or get presents, and that's all right. But this one is Ply Magazine. Ply Magazine. This is a little pricier to get a subscription on or buy individual magazines if you can. So if you can get them used, that's great. I have not seen them used. But if you can get them used, great. I'm going to be honest, I have never made a pattern from a Ply magazine. But I love the information that is in Ply magazine about the different fibers, different yarns, different materials, how they turn out if you do them one way or another way. If you can afford to do this, or maybe ask somebody as a birthday present if they want to buy you a prescription, I would totally do these. And honestly, I was really excited because in springtime, the Knit girls were talking, and she is participating in Ply magazine, and she's going to have something in it about socks, using your spinning for socks, and that made me want that particular magazine. So it's the next one coming out. I'm excited for that particular issue because I spin and make socks. All right, so I'd recommend those. And then zero to do with making anything, but you probably can't even see them very well. My daughter got me little earrings, and I really like them. Can't see them, but alright, that's basically it on the got things. Alright, last thing. Well, that's not true. I'm going to show you a non-related thing too. I got a puppet and a little squirrel. I've rescued him. You're like, well, why do you want that? Because I did, and I got him. So he's a little puppet. I do like little puppet. I like puppets. I like the really intricate, cool ones. I seen a big old giant dragon one once. I mean, we're talking hundreds of dollar puppet. I don't do heart. Sorry. I think they're cool, but I'm not going to own one. Anyways, cute little squirrel friend. All right, that's going to be it. I'm not going to be on here for long today. So let's wrap this up with podcasters I watch. I watch the Passionate Spinner. Passionate is spelled Passionknit. She's from Germany. A Homespun House. They're also in Germany. And Cheverell. Chevis is really cool. And that's it. I will talk to you next week, and hopefully I can manage to be productive despite having to do bathroom remodel. All right, bye.